I made pesto. Pesto is made with basil. Basil in pesto can be substituted with perilla. Perilla can also be used to repel ticks. Ticks are found when one goes into the woods. Into the Woods was a musical that opened not long before Les Miserables. Les Miserables is a story about the French Revolution. The French Revolution had some interesting characters like the Queen, Marie Antoinette. Marie Antoinette was the youngest daughter of Francis I, Holy Roman Empire, and Maria Theresa, Queen of Hungary and Bohemia, and the ruler of the Habsburg dominions, which included Austria. Austria was the location for the great story, The Sound of Music. The Sound of Music was written by Richard Rodgers and Oscar Hammerstein. Rodgers and Hammerstein were born in New York City. New York City is the headquarters for the fictional paper company Dunder Mifflin in the U.S. version of The Office. The Office has 4 members from Boston. Boston has Quincy Market. Quincy Market sells Boston bagels. Bagels were invented in Krakow, Poland. Krakow, Poland was a target for the Nazis, who wanted to re-establish a new German Empire. German Empire's last monarch was William II, who is the grandson of Queen Victoria. Queen Victoria rode on a steam train operated by the Great Western Railway. The Great Western Railway operated the 060 pannier tank locomotive. The pannier 600 tank locomotive was the basis for Duck in Thomas and Friends. Thomas and Friends was written by Reverend W.V. Awdry. Reverend W.V. Awdry was a priest in the Anglican Church. The Anglican Church has its roots in the Elizabethan religious settlement. The Elizabethan religious settlement was established under Queen Elizabeth I. Queen Elizabeth I is the topic of the movie Elizabeth. Elizabeth starred Cate Blanchett. Cate Blanchett is from Melbourne, Australia. Melbourne, Australia hosted the 1956 Olympics. The 1956 Olympics held every event of the time, but due to quarantine regulations, equestrian was held in Stockholm, Sweden. Stockholm, Sweden hosts the Nobel Prize. The Nobel Prize has been awarded to 5 members of the Curie family. The Curie family's most famous member was Marie Curie. Marie Curie and her husband's research led to the field of oncology, but also the atomic bomb. The atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima was first designed by Robert Oppenheimer. Robert Oppenheimer is famously quoted as recalling, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds," from the Bhagavad Gita. The Bhagavad Gita is Hindu scripture as told by Lord Krishna. Krishna is sometimes viewed as Vishnu's avatar. Avatar was a 2009 science fiction film that broke technical boundaries in the field of 3D and directed by James Cameron. James Cameron directed The Abyss. The Abyss starred Ed Harris. Ed Harris starred in Apollo 13 as Gene Kranz. Gene Kranz flew for the Air Force patrolling the Korean DMZ. The Korean DMZ has the most landmines in the world, but also has become home to some endangered species, such as the rare Korean tiger. The Korean tiger is a subspecies of the Siberian tiger family, which ranged the area that was once the Mongolian Empire. The Mongolian Empire was founded by Genghis Khan, who spoke Mongolian. Mongolian is part of a disputed language family called Altaic. Altaic languages include Turkic, Korean, and Japanese. Japanese includes words introduced by the Portuguese. The Portuguese had colonies reaching all over the world and included Bombay, which is called now Mumbai. Mumbai is home to the Indian film industry known as Bollywood. Bollywood films are viewed all over the Earth. The Earth is the third planet from the Sun and neighbor to Mars. Mars was the god of war to the Romans. The Romans established an empire that stretched from North Africa to England, and Turkey to Portugal. Portugal had a queen named Isabella. Isabella spent lots of money to explore the New World. The New World was claimed for Portugal by Christopher Columbus. Christopher Columbus was from Genoa, Italy. Genoa, Italy is known for salami and pesto. Pesto is something I made.